Hey guys, in this video, we're going to look at how we can use the newly launched feature for custom setting the custom ID using the web chat widget. Now, this feature is only available omni-channel, specifically on web chat widget. Before this feature, we didn't really have any way to pass user details from outside the bot, let's say from the website, from a form, or for a user that is already logged in into the web chat visit. But now we do have that, and this feature is used for let's say separating between guest users versus users that are already logged in, right? Or passing information directly into the chatbot widgets, and giving a very unique experience to users that have provided the information versus users which are really guest users. And so for in order to use that, go to the web chat widget settings, go to the display style, and here you will see the set custom user ID. Now we do need several things in order for this action to work. The first thing you will see is the secret key. Now this secret key is very important. It will be used to encrypt the code that we are going to provide to the backend, and do not share it with anyone. It's used for encrypting it is for decrypting the data that we are going to send. So this one's very important. The second thing you will see is a sample code in PHP. This is for creating the hash or the token for the request. We'll come to this later. And then here is the script tag, which basically goes into the header of your JavaScript file, and then it operates from there. So same like the code snippet we get, this is the same. But what it does is that it looks for the DOM value of the browser, and then listens to the event of if anything related to chatbot happens. If it does happen, then it will fetch the data that the user has provided, and then pass that data to the chatbot widget. If the user is already created, it just matches the user. If the user is not created, we create a new user using the details that you have provided. Okay, so that's a simple overview. Let's get right into it. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to use a code pen that is already provided to me. So I'll just be using this one. And I also am going to use a code a hash provider online, just because I don't have access to a backend server. But or for you guys, it will probably be handled either at backend on your server, or either some JavaScript code on your front end. Okay, so let's get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this whole script tag here. I'm just going to copy it, go to my code pen, and then just paste everything there. So for this, I'm just going to get rid of everything here, and then I'm just going to paste that here. So I'm just gonna get rid of the script tags because it's not needed here, but for you it might be needed. And here we go. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I need to set up the username for the user, because I am simulating a user. For that, you need to come here, and you need to mention the variable that is going to contain the value for the user ID. Okay, so for now, since I don't have any variable, I'm just going to set it manually. Let's say 1 2 3 4 5, right? And then for the name, let's go with just my name, so my test. And then for the email, let's just go with a test email saying test@gmail.com. Oops. Okay, now we need the identifier hash. Okay, so for in order to get the hash, I already have an online tool that I'm going to use to create a hash. Now you don't have to do this. Most probably this will be handled at your backend, but for the purpose of this video, I'm using a code generator. Now the settings for this are: the HMAC value needs to be enabled, the encryption algorithm would be SHA-256, and you just need to provide the user ID here at the input, and the key here downward here. Okay, The type of the key would be UTF-8, but for that, if you click on hash, it will generate a hash. Just copy this hash here, go back to your code pen or go back to your server, and then just copy the hash here. The hash is copied and it will auto refresh to save it. That's done. Let me see if there is any errors. There are no errors. So what's gonna happen is, as soon as I'm going to open this chatbot widget, all the data that I have provided will be passed into the chatbot, and I should see a new user being created with these details and with these custom ID, with this user ID. Okay, so let's try and get into it. Now, if I click on chatbot, start conversation, the main flow won't kick in because I have disconnected it. But that's how it should be. So now let's go back to UChat, go back to the live chat section and see whether the user is created or not. If you go back to the live chat, we can go to all and you can see that a user has been created. When opening this user, you can see the user ID is 12345 that we have set up currently. The email is the one that we set up, and the name as well as the last name and first name is the same as well. So that's how you can pass the data of any user from your website externally into the chatbot, and sort of really give a different experience to logged users versus the guest users. So that's all for this video. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, comment down below, and I will be happy to answer. Thank you.